Ransom demand. 2 days later, the Lindberghs published a personal appeal offering immunity to the baby's kidnappers. Our only interest is in his immediate and safe return. The efforts were rewarded for an 6-month letter arrived, promising to pay attention to the baby's health, but warning that, because of the publicity, he would now have to be held for a longer time as we expected. The ransom was raised to $70,000. Ill-spelt and bearing the vital signature, the letter appeared genuine. At this point, Dr. John Francis Condon, known as Jafsi or Jafsai, entered the plot. He was a retired schoolmaster and part-time teacher who had spent his life conventionally enough in the service of education, but at 72 had apparently become quite eccentric. Condon was a self-contradictory concerning reasons for involving himself in the drama, as he was later about other aspects of his evidence. He claimed that he wanted to put down crime in my own country. He lived in the Bronx district of New York from choice, and it was to the small-time partial Bronx Home News that he sent his offer, $1,000, his life savings they were, and the promise not to inform in return for the baby's safe delivery. This offer appeared in the issue of 8th March. 2 days later, Condon received a penciled letter that read, "If you are willing to act as go-between in Lindbergh case, please follow strictly instruction. Handle enclosed letter personally to Mr. Lindbergh." It was ill-spelt. The letter was ill-spelt. The case was spelled C-A-C-E, and the enclosed was spelled I-N-C-L-O-C-E-D. Personally spelled correctly. Enclosed was a smaller envelope. The note inside gave instruction to advertise in the New York American. Now, this was also misspelt. "Money is ready" was spelled R-E-D-Y in capitals. The announcement went in on 11th March over the name Jafsai. The following evening, a telephone call led Condon to a rendezvous near Woodlawn Cemetery, where he met a man who called himself John and claimed to be a Scandinavian. Now, John, this is my own thought, John, the name John has attachments to it. You know what John refers to. John the Baptist could be, what he did, or something similar to it. Might be same sort of outlook of life. Alright, he called himself John and claimed to be a Scandinavian and go-between for a gang that he had planned the kidnapping for a year. He said that he planned the kidnapping for 1 year. They were holding Charles Lindbergh Jr. on a boat 6 hours away, and John promised to send the baby's sleeping suit as proof that he was acting for the gang. Now, this own personal thought, I understand that they used the chisel. They were going to use the chisel to kill the baby. Before they killed the baby, this gang, John, who called himself John, had planned the kidnapping for a year. Now, they were going to send him a letter saying that we're going to kill the baby if you don't give us the money. So they brought the chisel along anyway, but he didn't listen. So the chisel was said. So then they kidnapped the baby. On 16th of March, maybe they didn't want to kill him. On 16th of March, a child's woolen sleeping suit duly arrived. They were going to put the baby in the sleeping suit with a demand for $70,000 ransom. Lindbergh identified the sleeping suit and with difficulty raised the money but they had to give it back to him. They had to give the sleeping suit back to them for proof. On 2nd of April, a further note was delivered to Lindbergh. It read, "The boy is on a boat," spelled B-O-A-D, but they meant boat, Nellie. "You will find the boat, B-O-A-D, on Elizabeth Island, next to Nellie," and sitting next to Nellie. They were asking him, "Are you next to Nellie?" So the Lindbergh man, the father of the baby, must have been in on the plot. I will conclude this later, or whatever.